Hey guys, good evening. It is John C. Morley here, sir, entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL Inspirations for Your Life. I'm happy you joined me. It is February 27, 2024. Always promise to get these out to you before I turn in back in Jersey again. Good to be back here. Had a nice little trip for my birthday. Thank you again for those of you that do send kind wishes. Really appreciate that. Whether you're here at 10 to 12 midnight, 10 to 12 in the morning, or 1 a.m., 1 p.m., or maybe even 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. It doesn't matter. I'm really grateful that you're here with me for Inspirations for Your Life, the motivational show that kicks off every Saturday with a master topic and rolls all the way through the week and finishes up on a Friday. All right, guys, let's get into it. So the master topic for the week is challenges that happen at work. Series 3 means we're in the third year. We're on show 9. And our granular topic for today is, yes, something very important, tackling technology and workplace environment challenges. Series 3, Show 9, Episode number 4. So let's get right into it. First one is, ladies and gentlemen, technology challenges. All right. So technology challenges. Basically, when you're at a company and there could be issues with computers, could be fax, could be email, could be any form of technology, even your cell phone. Doesn't even matter what it is. But all I can tell you is that these challenges can affect your ability to do your job well. And it could be things like outdated technology, could possibly getting your staff to become less motivated, delays or inability in the organization to invest in the latest technology can also lead to having a loss by having a non-competitive edge and talent to competitors. And so it's important that we understand that to overcome technological challenges, we have to align technology to organizational needs and realize maximum return on investment. But a lot of people don't want to do that. They just feel that it's not the right thing. But if you don't have the right technology, ladies and gentlemen, someone else will, and that could be something that really looms over your head. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that, workplace technology challenges they're all around us, right? It's not just the large Fortune 500 companies. It happens everywhere. There are lots of workspace technology challenges. And the thing is, it bothers people because they don't know how to handle something or what to do. And so change bothers a lot of people. Of course, there's opportunities with a lot of technology, but some people don't know how to handle technology, so they become very, very frustrated by the technology. When we think about technology challenges, we're thinking about metrics. We could be thinking about things of how we input data, how we extract data, how we print data, how we send data, how we merge data. And the whole thing is to create the best technology experience. I mean, we see this every day in the health space, not just in, the everyday work environment, but it really in the digital health space. It's very, very important that experience is very positive and to have the best one that could be. And so when you think it's just a matter of, crunching numbers and getting a simple answer, well, it's more than that. It's about an experience. We learned this with the pandemic a while back. We also learned that if we implement technology, and we've said before, we failed to train people, well, then we've just, dropped a lot of money on some heavy bricks. Tech challenges are hard with people having hybrid working environments. And there's something called BYOD. I didn't say BYOB for bring your own booze. I said BYOD, bring your own device. There are challenges as to, what do you say with somebody that has that? Do you do something, or, how do you handle that? I think that becomes a big challenge for a lot of people. A lot of people don't necessarily know how or why, but they find out later that this might not be the best thing for them, right? They find out that it might not be the best thing for them. And the reason that they find that it must not be the best thing for them is because it is a challenge, right? It is absolutely a challenge. And I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that it can be very, very challenging. I mean, very, very challenging. How? Well, because you get frustrated. Why are you challenged? Well, I think people get challenged because they don't necessarily know how it works, right? They don't know how it works. And then they get frustrated. Does that make sense to you guys? I think it does. I'll tell you that technology challenges are everywhere, but we have to embrace them. We have to embrace these technology challenges because if we don't embrace them, then we could have a very, very big problem. A problem that most people don't know how to deal with. They want to just blame other people. That's all they want to do is blame other people. And it's really not anybody's problem. Okay. It's um it's about how we implement things and how they can improve things. Half employees, 50% indicate that their mental health and well-being have improved, and only 19% say that it has gotten worse. Tech challenges can be frustrating for people because they don't know how to set things up, especially if they're not tech savvy, but they need to have certain technologies just to be able to do their business. That's right. I said just to be able to conduct and do their business. So when we think about tech challenges, ladies and gentlemen, it's not smoke and mirrors. It really is something that is serious. All right, the next topic I want to talk to you about, and it's pretty important. It is workplace environment challenges. So, what are workplace environment challenges? I mean, if I had to ask you that question, what is a workplace environment challenge? Well, um, what do you think it is? I think it comes down to the fact that people want to be different. People want to have the ability to learn, but they don't want to feel begrudged because they can't do something. All right. I think that's the biggest thing. And so, what are some other environmental challenges? I think one of the biggest environmental challenges is just knowing that if something's wrong, we need to step up and fix it. We can't wait for somebody else to say, well, it didn't work. So I guess we just have to can the idea. No, 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 no. We have to understand that it's about us and it's about the situation. It's about us and it is about the situation. But is that something that you believe? I think so. But how much do you believe it? I think it comes down to what you're doing, right? What are some challenges that you can talk about? I think it comes down to the fact that people want to be able to make changes, and they want to be able to know that what they're doing is going to affect other people, not just themselves, in a positive way. I think what happens with a lot of people is they find themselves stuck. And the reason they find themselves stuck is they just don't understand why something works a certain way. So let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. What is, let's say, an organizational, is probably the best way to say it, an organizational environmental challenge? Well, there could be things like the culture of the environment. Okay. There could be a learning style. There could be a dress code that's not comfortable. There could be a lack of training, right? But organizational challenges are designed to help the organization grow. Okay. Maybe challenges like people aren't being productive and it's because we don't have the right technology. Hint, hint. Maybe innovation has not been engineered in a way that makes it easy for customers to do business. Maybe it's about miscommunication. Maybe it's about ineffective feedback, right? Or lack of any feedback. Maybe the problem is that we lose too many employees. They keep turning over, but we don't know why. Maybe because we have unclear promises to ourselves and to the people that are around us. Maybe we don't have an awareness for really what's going on. We don't have an awareness. So we don't have an awareness. What does that really mean to you? I think it means that we are not focused on making it better. So many people I know are going to be the non-stand-up guy. The guy is going to be like, well, it's not my job. I know the water cooler's empty, or I know we need more trash cans. That's not my job. They want to pass the buck and say it's not their job. Team building is a good way to overcome this. Promote organizational promises. Celebrate achievements, not just from your whole company, but when certain staff reach these milestones. Deliver quality feedback. Consistent, I like to say CCF, consistent constructive feedback. Welcome creativity. Have your door be an open door that they can share anything they want to, right? Congratulate people when they have these successes. See, most people think that if you congratulate someone, that's going to take away from your success. A wise person once told me that you should cheer on other people and keep doing that until it's your turn to be cheered upon, because then you and others will be able to cheer those people on. So I think those are the big challenges right now that I want to share with you. And I think that if you understand the whole key, that life is about learning. Life is about learning. Life is about learning. And so if we're here to help people learn, then why is it that so many people get defensive? Is it because they think that if you learn or get an idea before they do, that, they're not going to be useful? No. You see, in a company, we work together as a team. There is no I in team. Let me just say this again. There is no I in team. But there is a me. So building a better team starts with you. Now, I'm not saying the team is a bunch of individuals, but that each individual has responsibility to himself or herself and the team. And when your strive point is to make sure that your team is the best it can be, your team's going to want to be even better for you. You might wonder, but it's something that's important. I think the main thing I want to share with you right now is that these are all catalysts. And when we know that something's not going the way we want, we should embrace that. We should embrace that. And you might be saying, John, I don't know where to go from here. I don't know how to make a better environment. It could be something as simple as your parking policy. I know so many companies that lose employees because their parking policy is the pits. And I get why they have parking policies so that people will adhere to rules, but it shouldn't be, making people feel that parking is a chore. I know some companies, they change their parking rules like every time I blow my nose, every time I change, clothes, they're changing their parking policy. Some people want to be dictators, not because they have to, but they feel that if they're dictators, then they'll be able to get so much more accomplished. That's a pretty cool thing, ladies and gentlemen. So they can get so much more accomplished. That's wild. I mean, that is so wild that many people, when they hear the word environment, I think you're thinking about things like heating, air conditioning, cooling. That's what you're thinking about. But I'm not talking about those things. I'm talking about things that affect you as a person in your life. I'm talking about things in your work culture. It could be the paint on your walls. It could be the organization of your cubicles. It could be your policies about, meetings. The fact that you have to have a meeting every single morning. That's not necessary. Maybe your policy is that somebody has to report it at the end of the day. They have to give you a report at the end of the day or at the end of the week. I think when you create rules and it's not evident to why you're creating a rule, it's important that you're emphatic enough to share why that reason is so. Hey, Mike, listen, I know you probably don't agree with why I asked for the numbers to be triple checked. And there's a reason, because over 3 years ago, we missed a report. And because of that report, we came very close to getting $1 million fine. And I think these are the things that really set people forward in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know who I am by now? Of course you do. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been an amazing privilege, an amazing pleasure, honor, of course, to be with you guys. And I hope that you'll understand that when we talk about workplace challenges, technology challenges do equate for a lot of them. And it's because people get fearful of change, or because they don't want to invest in something because they feel it's working. So why should we change it? Well, we should change it because we'll be more efficient, more productive, and more profitable. That's why we should change it. There's always going to be people that are tell you, hey, you shouldn't change it. Those might be the people that you might need to get rid of in your organization because they don't want to adapt to new change. So, guys, we talked about technology challenges. We talked about workplace environment challenges. But most importantly, we're talking about things you can implement in your workspace right away to make sure things are efficient for you and that there is an environment that's promoting healthy and comfortable and open work conditions. You might have somebody that cracks jokes all the time. And these jokes might seem funny to some, but it might alienate or ostracize some people. And rather than them telling you because they feel embarrassed, they go and tell the HR person. The HR person warned you that that's not the way we do business, but if you keep doing that, you're going to get written up and you may possibly be terminated for your lack of disrespect because your jokes might be funny to some, but they're not funny to others. So let's learn these lessons and let's choose to implement them, because if we don't, we might have an unhappy culture at our company. We might lose employees. We might have fines. And we might lose clients. Nobody wants that. Have yourself a great rest of your night, everyone. And I'll catch you real soon. Be well, everyone.